I have been in Europe for almost a month now, and it has been an education of sorts. The contrast between what all is going right in India and what all could go wrong in Europe is stark. Europe, in a sense, is entering the dark ages, both literally and metaphorically, while the India story is not only intact but looks like a fresh chapter is added with each passing day. There are reasons why both occurrences are taking place, and I will discuss all that in a minute. But first, let me take the occasion to welcome all to the CAA show from London. CAA, as all of you know, is Conversations and Analysis, and my name is Juggi Bhasin. To watch our show, press the big red subscriber button on your screen, and subscription is, of course, completely free. 24 hours back, there were a series of developments in India which showcase the coming of age of India on the world map. India overtook England as the fifth largest economy in the world. The country launched its second massive aircraft carrier Vikrant, which, when fully equipped with its fixed wing attack aircraft, can significantly alter the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific region. And only in the last 24 hours, the worldwide McKinsey chief summed up the situation by saying that the present age was not only India's decade, but it was an Indian century. And only 24 hours back, Russia shut off the Nord Stream pipeline, and despite all the tall talk that Germany has replenished its energy requirements by up to 80% and Russian energy blackmail would not work, the reality of the situation is that it will be a dark, cold, terrible winter for Europe, and there is no escaping that. Germany has already entered a recession, and the political situation in Great Britain is a complete mess. Energy bills across Europe have shot up astronomically, and some experts fear that they could even be rioting on the streets to bring back the prosperous ways of Europe, whichever way. But enough of these comparisons, which are there for everyone to see and experience. What really matters is what is driving this change. In my estimation, Europe's fault line is that it has developed a woke apparatus which is now strangling it. This woke culture is not only cultural in its deadly strangulation and intent, it now extends to all walks of life. Just the other day, I was reading a local British newspaper which reported the incredible reality that the London police has become ineffectual because now they are making arrests, or rather not making them, for fear of transgressing woke red lines. So, if certain minorities or ethnic groups or communities are indulging in crime, the Met could be looking the other way or would go slow making arrests for fear of being categorized racist or communal. And the syndrome is not only true for color prejudice. Anyone or anything, be it man, woman, gender type, or country, which is perceived to be minority status, is treated with kid gloves. That ideological bent perhaps explains what is going wrong for the West in the Ukraine-Russia conflict. What Russia has done by invading Ukraine is a terrible thing, but the reality is not as simple as it is made out to be. The West, by its unwritten but completely implementable charter of wokeism, immediately determined that Ukraine was the minority under a boot and Russia the brute majority. Therefore, Russia had to be put in its place whatever the cost. The West did that, but now it is paying a price for it. Could there have been some other solution to this conflict which would have saved the world this recurring headache? We will never know. Because wokeism dictated that sanctions be applied and correct moral positions be taken and even reinforced. Fact of the matter is, the West's roller coaster narrative has often been a prisoner of its own rhetoric. Long back, it was a crusading zeal for the spread of Christianity. Then it became the lust for territorial, colonial annexations all over the world. Then, closer in the modern age, it was a clarion call of a rollback of communism. And now, it is the rigidity of being politically, socially, and mentally correct in all manner of things, or simply being woke. India, on the other hand, especially in the last decade, has not only adopted pragmatism and national self interest as its core mantra and guiding light. And Modi is a supreme practitioner of this philosophy. And that is the real reason Modi is hated by the woke pretenders both at home and in the West. Today, look at the situation in many countries in the West. Spurred by COVID, the West determined that could stay at home and salaries would be paid, or some part of it nonetheless. Rishi Sunak even began the scheme of Eat Out to help out, which meant the British government would pick up part of the tab of running a restaurant. This was supposed to be wokeism at its finest. The bleeding heart syndrome was here to stay. All very good. But a couple of years down the line, what is the result? People are reluctant to go back to work. Establishments cannot find people to run various service industries. Debts have piled up like never before. Europe is teetering on the edge of recession, and soaring energy bills are not helping matters. This is precisely the area where Modi made a difference. He initiated schemes to provide free food grains for the needy, but he dismissed strident call of woke economists in India to print more currency and give large-scale doles. And look who has been proven right in the end. The dole culture and wokeism go hand in hand. Nothing good can ever come out of pampering people silly till they have lost their ability to work or even think for themselves critically. In the end, wokeism will also pass away as another trend of history, but not before it has devastated lives and spread misery in all corners of the globe. And so, on this note, I come to the end of this episode of the CAA show from London. Hope you really enjoyed this particular episode. If you like our show, do subscribe to us. And on this note, it's goodbye and cheers from my end.